that it was a story about a small girl with a big dream, that it was a Ugandan story, a positive story, an African story. Those are all things that appeal to me.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. She won.
You could be the best in all of Uganda.
Good. How can I become a champion?
Sometimes the place you are used to is not the place you belong. You belong where you believe you belong. Where is that for you?
The Queen of Katwe did not come to me as a script. It came to me as a little article in a sports journal about a 10-year-old girl from the worst slum of Kampala, my own home city, who was going to the Chess Olympics in Russia at the age of 11, completely illiterate.
For us to follow this very young girl who anyone could identify with, and for her to start in a slum in Uganda and go on to be a chess champion is really an inspiring story.
Mira Nair was the only person who could have directed the film, to be honest with you. She makes movies about the world, for the world.
She is someone who, yes, she's interested in individual characters, but also she loves telling the story of communities, and that's something that she does brilliantly in this.
A woman who knows Uganda inside out, so I knew it was in good hands.
The Queen of Katwe has two major Hollywood stars, fortunately from the continent, David Oyelowo and Lupita Nyong'o. Both were my first and only choices.
I think it's an amazing time where you can have two movie stars from the continent of Africa who are globally recognized. So when they said they would do the project is really kind of what gave us the confidence to go ahead and cast the rest of the movie.
The challenge of this film was to shoot 15 chess games, that propelled the story dramatically.
I have to give high praise to Mira as our director for really making it a very kinetic thing to watch. But at the end of the day, the chess is a metaphor for life within the film. It's not like we're subjecting you to copious amounts of chess games. It's really about this girl's journey into gaining more perspective on the life she can achieve. Uganda is a country that has had very little cinematic treatment.
It was wonderful to shoot there because that's where the story transpired. It was a challenging environment, I will not lie, but it was so necessary. You can't really replicate this in a studio or in some other part of the world.
It's about a truthful representation of what those people are now, and it's like looking in the mirror for the first time, seeing themselves in this movie.
The real Fiona had never seen a movie in a movie theater until she saw her own story up on screen, and so to watch her watch the film was something extraordinary.
And I was quite inspired by Fiona Motesi herself, a very self-possessed young person who has realized her genius in a place where there is really not even any running water.
I hope it reinvigorates people to figure out what their passion is and do it, because when we're passionate about our lives, we're so much more useful, as we see in Fiona's story.
London Film Festival has welcomed me since my first film, Salam Bombay, almost 25 more years ago. This is a great mecca for me, and I'm happy always to start my movies here.
At the end of the day, not many films like this get made. It's amazing that Disney made it. It's amazing that it's at LFF.
I fear things will never change.
What matters is when you reset the pieces.
She's winning. She's winning.
And play again.
Stronger than your bruises, I got thick skin.